Let's take a look at it and see how you can use it.
Directions help us figure out where we are and where we're going. If you want to locate a certain place on a map, like Los Angeles or San Francisco, it's important to understand directions. The four main directions on a map are north, south, east, and west. These are known as cardinal points, or cardinal directions. If you're looking for cardinal directions on a map, you might look for the compass rose. A compass rose is a symbol that shows the main directions on a map. It is sometimes decorated with the compass points, the directions, looking like flower petals. But north, south, east, and west aren't the only directions. There are also intermediate directions, directions that fall between each of the cardinal directions. The four main intermediate directions are northeast, southeast, northwest, and southwest. Let's say that you are flying from Los Angeles to San Francisco. In what direction are you traveling? Not exactly north and not exactly west. You're traveling between the two, which is northwest. Northwest is pretty specific, but it only tells you where one place is in relation to another. You can be even more specific when locating a place on Earth. That's where lines of latitude and longitude come in. Lines of latitude are imaginary lines that run from east to west around Earth. Lines of longitude are imaginary lines that run from the North Pole to the South Pole. Lines of latitude and longitude form a grid, a pattern of lines, that helps us find the exact location of a place. Each line is measured in degrees. Degrees are numbers that tell us exactly where the lines are on Earth. Together, degrees of latitude and longitude indicate a place's absolute location, the exact location of a place on Earth using degrees north or south and east or west. The absolute location of a place is defined partly by its degree of latitude, north or south of the equator. The equator is the line of latitude that goes around the middle of Earth. This is how we measure points of latitude. For example, Los Angeles' latitude is about 34 degrees north. That is 34 degrees north of the equator. The absolute location also includes a place's degree of longitude, east or west of an imaginary line drawn from the North Pole to the South Pole that passes through Greenwich, a town near London, England. This line is called the prime meridian. The prime meridian is Earth's main line of longitude, and it's the line from which we measure degrees of longitude. So, for example, Los Angeles' longitude is about 118 degrees west. That is, 118 degrees west of the prime meridian. So, to determine the absolute location of Los Angeles, we put latitude and longitude together and come up with 34 degrees north, 118 degrees west. Now let's find the absolute location of San Francisco. We know that it's located in Northern California and that it's northwest of Los Angeles. But we need to find its latitude and longitude in order to determine its absolute location. Let's do latitude first. There's the equator, and there's San Francisco. It looks like San Francisco is about 38 degrees north of the equator. Next, we'll find its longitude. There's the prime meridian, and there's San Francisco. What's its longitude? If you said 122 degrees west of the prime meridian, you're right. Now, let's put San Francisco's latitude and longitude together. If its latitude is 38 degrees north of the equator, and its longitude is about 122 degrees west of the prime meridian, its absolute location is 38 degrees north, 122 degrees west. As you can see, maps and globes have all kinds of absolutely cool features that help us answer the important question: where are we? Cardinal directions, intermediate directions, lines of latitude, and lines of longitude. All of these help us figure out where we are and where everything else is too.